Okay. Jesus. Took fucking forever. Charles. That's the next effects figure I'm buying. Magneto. Definitely. Oh shit. Oh, sorry. Tired. Pretty good day. Long day though. Long day. Ugh. Just waiting for people to get here. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum, bum, bum. Jesus Christ, this dude's fucking huge. I knew he was gonna be big, but damn, he's huge. He's really big. When I get Mafex Thor, which besides Magneto is probably the next Mafex figure I'm getting, probably do a stop motion fight between Grimsword and Mafex Thor. So stay tuned for that. And obviously, I'll do one versus of Thor versus Cyborg Superman. Easy, obviously. Shit. Glad nobody's here. Fuck. Really glad nobody's here now. Okay, there we go. Let's get another big figure in here. What? That noise is gross. That noise was. Why is he so dusty? God damn! Hold on. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. He is clean. 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 Okay. I think maybe. Let's see. Let's backslide up a little bit. Just these lights. Get that all nice. Okay. And move prime. Yeah, he's mostly cleaned up. Okay. That works for me. He is huge. Holy shit. He's just as big as Stu Series Grimlock. What the fuck? Or about. Grimlock's a little taller. I bet, though, if I went. Closed his legs a little bit more. Damn. Yeah, he's just as big as Grimlock. Holy shit. Wow. I was not expecting that. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Pretty smooth. Pretty good. Cool. What other figures did I bring in? Still nobody's here. 3 minutes in. Okay. Wow. Uh, I have no idea what other figures I should bring in. It looks kind of one-sided right now. Huh. Where? Ah, perfect. Hooah. There we go. Now we have our other main big player. Boom. You can't even see his fucking head. Holy shit. Trying to get all these guys in frame is being a bitch. Because of course not. Funny. Okay. Uh, there we go. Who else should we bring in? Let's bring in Cosmos. Sure, because he's just right by my desk. He's on my shelf. You can barely even see him. He only comes up to fucking Warduke's penis. Wow. There. There is the full setup. Yes. Yes. Wow. That. Wow. He's big. Hello, Loki the 14th. How are you doing? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This looks good. I really want to get that. Glad that you're doing good. Really want to get the not DNA kit for Prowl, the Samurai Prowl update or upgrade kit from DNA, because I don't really like the look of that one. But there's another one on eBay floating around for animated Prowl, and I focus, focus. I'd really like to get that one, the eBay one, over the DN one, just because the one off eBay looks tons better in my opinion. So I'll put him. He's kind of blocking Storm Shadow. There we go. And then put that in, and boom. Now we have tonight. Mm. Mm. Damn, it's kind of cold in here. It's been raining a shit ton in Colorado. Yeah, in just Colorado area. Holy fuck. It's probably gonna rain really bad again tonight. Again. Yes, I have seen our Rise of the Beast. I thought it was amazing. I actually saw it Wednesday last week. I went to an early screening, and it was beautiful. I got two posters and two Maximal badges, like patches. Not well, they're badge. You know what I mean? The Maximal insignia on a patch, and I want to iron that onto one of my flannels because I have a few other patches I want to get onto my flannels. Okay. But yeah, it was really good. I really loved basically everything about it. Like, I loved a lot about that movie. Biggest complaint is honestly Airazor, while being a really big player in the movie, she didn't transform or really do anything else. She just like stayed in Hawk mode, and I would have loved to see um, her robot mode, which it, not having her in robot mode definitely explains a lot of why the Studio Series figure looks so shitty in robot mode. But I don't know. I wish he would have transformed into robot mode at least once or twice. But I really loved Optimus in the movie. Mirage was actually pretty okay. The movie was genuinely funny, in my opinion. The movie was extremely funny. I some of it was kind of cringy. Like Mirage, I'd say like all some of the humor. I was about to say all of the humor, or most of the humor. Some of the humor with Mirage was pretty iffy here and there. But other than that, I like. It was a really funny movie. It is definitely funnier than the last movie I saw in theaters, which was Quantumania. You. But yeah, it was really good. There was a lot of fan service, which was amazing. Um, I won't get into the spoiler warning right here. Arrival to Earth plays at the end. It was so cool. The little scene where Prime is floating up into the vortex, and Noah grabs him, and then gets sucked in, and then Primal grabs both of them. It was such a cool scene. That's when Arrival to Earth played, and I just freaked out. That was amazing. The Paramount Pictures logo, it might seem really small to some people, but the intro to the movie, the Paramount Pictures, like the stars going around the mountain, I don't know why that got me. That really got me in like my feels. Holy, because it was the original sounds and everything, the little whoosh, whoosh sounds. It was so cool. It was so cool. I loved the whole movie. Um, it did have some moments here and there where I was like, that's not too good. But other than that, I 10 out of 10. I loved it. It was so fun. On top of the experience I got going to an early access screening, but it was good. In my opinion, it was definitely one of the better. I still prefer Dark of the Moon and the 86 movie, but Rise of the Beast is a close third to Dark of the Moon. Let's see. Uh, have you seen the Lightning Collection remastered series? Not yet. Sadly, I have not seen any of those. I've been meaning to go to a few stores like GameStop, see if they have it. I went to Target today. They had the whole Chod wave, the new X-Men wave of Marvel Legends. Still had an Ant-Man on the pegs. Uh, Yondu, I think they had one left of him, but nothing else really. I was gonna get Cyclops until I saw War Duke, or not War. Damn it, Grimsword. But I decided to get Grimsword instead. 10 more bucks, and he's fucking huge. That's about how tall Cyclops would have been, around Ant Man size. And only 10 more bucks. I got Grimsword, and he came with a bunch of shit, a bunch of hands too, which is awesome. I love when figures come with extra hands. And I did do a little customizing, not too much. I'm not a big customizer if you know me, but I did do a little customizing. I did run a wire through the chain so that it would be a posable chain instead of just a regular chain non-posable. So I did do a little bit of customizing. We do a little trolling. Uh, but yeah, the remastered series for Lightning Collection, that's the series that they're doing all the like deluxe re-releases of the Rangers, right? Because I really need the rest of my Rangers. Hell, I might. It's a hard decision, but I might sell the Green Ranger I have. Um, you know, just to get money. Because there's the deluxe one coming out that comes with everything and more than that figure does. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I'm still on the lookout for the Blue Ranger and the Yellow Ranger. Yeah, but a criticism I have of the film is Scourge. I wish we saw an origin story for him, but oh well. I still like him. I don't honestly with like Nightbird and Battletrap and Scourge. I don't think they need an origin story just because they're evil. You know. Apparently, an early draft was supposed to make Scourge like a more sympathetic. What the fuck? Was more like a sympathetic villain, which you kind of get hints here and there in the actual movie about. But other than that, it's not really heavy handed. I'm kind of okay that they scrapped it. I wish he got a little A little bit more to do and more characterization other than, oh, I'm evil, I'm Unicron servant. But at the end of the day, Galvatron just served that purpose in um, the 86 movie, so it's fine. I expected it. No, he is not Bayverse Prime. Thank God he's not Bayverse Prime. I would have actually cried. I would have cried tears of horrid, horrid tears, like actual, like bawled my eyes out. That movie, it would have ruined the whole movie. Seriously, I'm so glad that he didn't turn out to be Bayverse Prime. Fucking the people who believe that are idiots. I swear to God, Alfonso Nation could go suck a dick. Fuck that guy. I fucking hate him. Oh my God. I like actually got heated there. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, guys. I just like went off on Alfonso Nation. But yeah, he's not Bayverse Prime, thank God. Some of the lines from Peter Cullen also sounded a bit odd, but he's like fucking 1,000 years old. It's fine. I don't mind that much. Sorry, I'm fucking with an LED light. I just got really distracted. um, yeah, overall, I really loved the movie. I was gonna make a whole video review about it, but after the movie, I got really I smoked a lot of weed and I fell asleep. I fell asleep. So that's what happened to the review. Um, I'm still gonna probably make the movie review, but I want to write a script for it at least or something. Maybe I don't know. It might not be a scripted video. It might just be off the top of my head. But I do have a few more things I want to talk about, but I'll make a video about the movie. I did want to wait a little while, so everybody had a chance to see the movie. Uh, it's gonna be a spoiler review. I'll put that in the title and give a warning at the beginning of the video, but it probably will be a um, spoiler review. Weaponizer Ironhide by knockoff company. I don't know. Personally, I'm not into the knockoffs. Besides, I want to say like the Jetwing Optimus mold that the knockoff company is or has made into a Nemesis Prime. I really, really want that, like a lot. But other than that, I don't really do KO in a huge way. But one KO I really do want that really, really caught my eye the other day was the KO oversized Dragon Megatron. He is huge in robot mode alone. Masterpiece Optimus Primal just goes up to like his thigh. And that's just in robot mode. This dragon mode is like twice the size of the robot mode. So I can only imagine how gigantic that thing is going to be. And I want it. I honestly really want it, but it all depends on its price. It's a KO, but also if it's gonna be like 3 feet tall in dragon mode, it's probably gonna be a pretty penny. So I'm not too sure about it. We'll have to see, or I'll have to see at least uh, the price. But if it's a reasonable price, I'm definitely getting it. I'd love that Dragon Megatron so much to have it enlarged on my. It wouldn't even be on my shelf. It's way too fucking big to be on any of my shelves. Like that's one of the reasons why I haven't like saved money or done any like progress to get a HasLab Galactus, even though I really, really want that figure. I just don't have the space for it. I don't know where I'd put it. I don't want to put it on the floor. Just like I don't know. Master movie masterpiece 10 oversized prime I fucking love. But goddamn, the price is basically the amount of Jesus. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Uh, Speaking of, or I'll talk about that later. There were some leaks and the reveals today and pre-orders and blah blah blah. But again, KOs I don't do in a massive way. Only a few have caught my eye. But I don't do third-party figures either. Really, all I have are Generations figures. I don't even have like any uh, like Henkei or anything. Well, I guess does Rise of the Beast mainline Prime count as Generations? I don't have the box anymore. I can't really speak. I don't know if it's a thing. B. Oh yeah. Buzzworthy Bumblebee reveal. So let's talk about that since that's still relevant technically. Grimlock. I always said that Buzzworthy Bumblebee would be a perfect place to redo like a lot of those Studio Series figures that people missed out on. I got into the I got into Transformers like the very beginning of 2019, and I did see Studio Series Grimlock a couple times. Not this one, the original Bayverse one. I did see it a couple times in Targets, a few times here and there, but I never picked it up for some reason. I don't know why. Uh, it's perfect, but again, I, the space issue I don't have space for it. It's a big ass figure, and budget. I want to start buying more imports and more expensive figures, so I have to cut down on something somewhere, and I guess that's just gonna be it. Um, the 4 pack of the Troopers. I'll get to the 2 pack of Ironhide and Prowl in a second, because those that pack really makes me mad, like uncontrollably angry. But I'll get the G2 Liege Maximo Troopers. I love those a lot. I wonder, is my stream cutting out, guys? I have no idea. Um, but the troopers I really love. I want to get at least 2 of those packs so I can have one auto trooper with the head on, with the actual like auto trooper head on, and I want one with the Kiss players. Who fucking thought that Hasbro would give us an auto trooper, but let alone the Kiss player's head to go with the auto trooper? The red head, the head with the red accents instead of blue, that's a Kiss player's reference. Who thought that Hasbro would ever bring Kiss players into anything ever again? Holy shit, that was really amazing to me. Uh, I, I wish the Seeker. I get that it's like a sly way of getting a Thundercracker re a Thundercracker re-release out there, but I don't know. I'm not sure about it. I wish the thing that would have brought that Seeker up a few pegs would be like the other figures have an alternate head, but have the alternate head for the Seeker be a Conehead head. That would have been so fucking cool, but they didn't really do that, which saddened me. Um, but I love the G2 Universe figure. Both heads on that look awesome. Auto Trooper, I need a few of those. At least 2, maybe 3. I might get 3 of those packs. Who knows? I have a feeling they're going to shelf warm, but also it's Buzzworthy Bumblebee. You never really know, because Jazz is shelf warming at my Target. Um, I've seen a bunch of people have Ratchets, the Nest Ratchet shelf warm. So you never know with Buzzworthy Bumblebee. Jetwing Optimus Prime at my Target was shelf warming for a little bit. So who knows? But I'd really love to see another pack like that. But I don't know what they do for another Trooper build pack. Viacons. I'd love to see a Viacon. Maybe make it from like the drag strip mold. I think would be really nice for a Viacon, or the dead end mold. Um, what else like could they do for that? I have no idea. Uh, hmm. Maybe some protoforms from the Bayverse movies. I don't know. But it'd be pretty cool to get another trooper build pack. Uh, what's the other figure in that? Oh, the Alakon slash Bailiff figure. I missed out on the Alakon, which I really don't like. Um, or I don't like that I missed out on the Alakon. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's a nice re-release, and the Bailiff, again, a nice re-release because the Bailiff figure was only ever available in the Quintesson Pit of Judgment pack, which is again skyrocketed in price. Um, I'd love to see a buzzworthy Earthrise Quintesson re-release, and I'd love to see a buzzworthy re-release of Dark of the Moon Shockwave. Just for people who haven't gotten him, I have him, but I know a lot of people who wanted him that weren't able to get him. Um, Now, let's move on to the main thing, the Prowl and Ironhide 2 pack. Oh, my lucky stars. That pack really makes me mad. First of all, Prowl revealed. I was mad about that already. I wasn't as mad as I am right now about it, but the Prowl leaked. I'm fine with it. It won't fit with the Earthrise Dotson molds I already have. I have Blue Streak and I have Smokescreen. Earthrise Prowl is really fucking expensive. This Prowl clearly won't go with the Dotsons because he's not a Dotson. And the battle damaged Prowl has a great head sculpt, has great paint apps, but he has the fucking battle damage on his chest. And he is solid plastic, no clear plastic. And I know a lot of people hate clear plastic. Me, I never have had a problem with it. And I'm not saying that, oh, what I want needs to go. I don't mind it. Um, but for them to re-release that figure in a shitty ass color scheme, which the paint doesn't even look good. It looks really, really pale and bad on the Prowl figure. It really bums me out because this is our second chance at an Earthrise Prowl to go with our other Dotsons. Because a lot of people were able to get Blue Streak and Smokescreen, but not Prowl, and they ruined it. We're probably not getting another chance at Earthrise Prowl. So now I have to go back and buy the Earthrise one, which is really fucking expensive. But whatever. I was mellowed out about it. I relinquished myself to buying the Earthrise one. Now, when they leaked Ironhide, that's where I had the major issue. Oh, this really, really pisses me off. The battle damage. Oh! The main release of Studio Series 86 Ironhide doesn't have his yellow stripe. He doesn't have it. It's needed for that character. Like, needed for the van mode. You gotta have that yellow stripe. But what do? They don't do it on the main release figure. They do it on the goddamn battle damage figure. Which of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they add the correct paint app to the fucking exclusive battle damaged figure? And I know that a lot of people again hate the clear plastic, but I love clear plastic. I don't know what it is. It just triggers the reptile brain inside of me. Ah, oh. Both of the figures have the superior paint apps, but they're battle damaged, they're exclusive, and Ah! Oh. I'm sorry. I'm like actually getting really mad at this. I wasn't trying to. Let's move on because I'm getting heated. I need SS Rise of the Beast. Oh god, don't even get me started. He's a buzzworthy Bumblebee exclusive too. That makes me mad. After I want After this, I want them to make Generation Select toy accurate colors like Rescue, Ratchet, or Nightwatch. I'd love a Studio Series repaint of Nightwatch Optimus Prime from the it could be the first movie mold, or it could be Jetwing Prime's mold. I don't really mind. I just really love Nightwatch Prime's colors, that deep, like blue turquoise color. Hasbro basically took a shit on Prowl and are trying to make more money by selling 86. Well, it's not even like people are gonna buy the pack if they don't have those characters, because they won't fit with the other figures in their collection. Ironhide, actually, I'm gonna say I do enjoy like the shattered glass windscreen on his chest. It looks like it was shattered, and he has a hole to plug in an effect there, which is honestly kind of cool. I enjoy that. But they added the paint app that is needed for Ironhide's alt mode onto that figure and that figure only. That figure only, not the main release of Studio Series Ironhide, only the buzzworthy one. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Um, so now it's up to me, who has basically never had any experience painting a Transformer, to paint the Ironhide stripe. Yay. Um, but yeah, that situation just makes me really, really mad. And the problem is, Prowl has a nice head sculpt. I like Prowl's head sculpt. But again, a friend brought up a good point. Why aren't Prowl's eyes orange? That makes no sense. They're still blue. It's the scene where, what was it, Hook, Scrapper, shoots him through the chest and the fog comes out of his mouth and the eyes light up orange because he's like melting from the inside. I'd love to see that Prowl head sculpt with orange, but again, fine. Hasbro, fine. Do what you want. I feel like Hasbro has had like a pretty good track record since Earthrise, since Kingdom started, basically. Because Kingdom exclusives, while kind of iffy to get a hold of, like Road Rage or Red Alert, became a lot easier to get a hold of later down the road. And their prices went down. But with this, it just feels like cheating in a way. Hasbro is like losing me again. So, whatever. But I would, honestly, I know they're probably not gonna re-release the rest of the Coneheads in the main line like they did Dirge, or yeah, Dirge. Um, so Ramjet and Thrust, honestly, throw them into a buzzworthy two-pack like Ironhide and Prowl. I'd love to see those two be re-released in a buzzworthy line because that would just make sense. It's Target exclusive. It's technically a re-release. People usually are able to find the buzzworthy figures nowadays, at least. So, hey, I'd love to see the rest of the Coneheads get made. Um, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say about those figures. But yeah, I'd really like to see them go harder with the buzzworthy line, which they are doing recently. But just re-release a bunch of stuff. Earthrise Prime, he was re-released in Kingdom, but he's gone up exponentially in price. Re-release him. He's a highly sought after figure. He's easily the best mainline Optimus Prime. Cosmos definitely deserves a re-release because the majority of people weren't able to get Legacy Velocitron Cosmos. Grimlock, Studio Series 86 Grimlock is highly sought after. Again, really expensive now. Perfect buzzworthy Bumblebee re-release. Actually, all the Studio Series 86 Dinobots qualify perfectly for a Studio Series 86 or a buzzworthy Bumblebee re-release because they're all really expensive on the aftermarket now. Uh, Earthrise, Skywarp, and Thundercracker, they deserve one. I have the 2-pack myself, but I'm not completely sure if I know everybody wasn't able to get them. Siege, Skywarp. I'd like to own the figure because I like the mold. I sold my Siege Starscream a long time ago. Um, so I'd like to have the mold again, and Skywarp is my favorite Seeker, besides Thrust. So go ahead, re-release him. Buzzworthy Bumblebee, Brotimus, and Galvatron 2-pack would be a good idea. I like that idea, actually. Um, make don't make it Rodimus. This is a clever thing Hasbro could do since Velocitron Toy Color Hot Rod was never released. Make a buzzworthy pack of Legacy Galvatron without the battle damage and everything, the correct shoulders, and make it a 2-pack with the Toy Colors Hot Rod that was originally supposed to be a Velocitron release. That's perfect, because that Hot Rod has been canceled for a long, long time. I'd love to see that Hot Rod get released. I really wanted it myself. So it's a perfect opportunity to really re-release that figure. Or release that figure and re-release Galvatron. Uh, what's another? Siege? Shockwave is another highly sought after figure that's really expensive on the aftermarket. Re-release him. Just they can do so much. They can do a lot with the buzzworthy line, in my opinion. Hmm. They could do a lot with that line, and I like buzzworthy Bumblebee. I know a lot of people have their issues with it, but I like it. I'm trying to think of other like highly sought after figures that people weren't able to get a hold of. Maybe some of the Kingdom Maximals, Optimus Primal, Cheetor. No, we're getting re-releases of those. Why the fuck would we put them in Buzzworthy? Hmm. It'd be interesting to see a Buzzworthy re-release of Sentinel Prime, Studio Series Sentinel Prime. It'd be interesting to see a Buzzworthy re-release of, say, Jeep Bumblebee, because he's expensive now too. I know that we just got a re-release in the Studio Series 5-pack of Bay vs. Jazz and Ironhide, but I'd love to see a Buzzworthy Studio Series Ironhide and Jazz. Um, they could do a bunch of really sought after figures. Like a bunch of really sought after figures, especially from like 2020, early 2021 times when all the exclusives were fucked up. Those were the Bumblebee Shockwave with Insecticon's 4-pack with Shrapnel, Kickback, and Hardshell. Hmm. A smart thing they could do with that is they could make it a Prime universe. Just give Shockwave a new head, maybe a resculpted arm for the cannon. That'd be a pretty cool idea. Hardshell, they could probably remold a different figure for him uh, to make him a little bigger, like Prime Universe. They could just straight up re-release Kickback and Shrapnel. Yeah, I like that idea. Or hell, if they wanted to really do something that I think people would love. Core Class 3 pack of Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. And make Skywarp have null rays. Mold purple null rays for Core Class Skywarp because that is the biggest issue with that figure. Is for some reason they didn't give Core Class Skywarp his null rays, which is the dumbest thing in my opinion. It's not even in my opinion. It's just fact. It's fucking stupid. They could do a lot. They could do a lot. Like, give Armada Starscream a new head sculpt and paint him in Skywarp colors. Armada Skywarp. Paint Armada Starscream in Thundercracker colors. Armada Thundercracker. Hell, you could do that just for Gen Selects, which it seems, I'm not sure, but it seems like Buzzworthy Bumblebee is kind of taking over Gen Select status of just re-releasing and repainting figures. Leader Class Earth Mode Nemesis Prime 2-pack. I would love to see that, because, again, Earthrise Prime is probably the best Optimus Prime in the mainline we've had, ever. And I'd love a Nemesis Prime version of that. I'd die for a Nemesis Prime version of Earthrise Optimus. I have two Earthrise Optimuses. Not specifically him, but I have two of the mold, Shattered Glass Optimus. And I'd love to see a Nemesis out of that mold. Hell, I love Earthrise Optimus so much. I've said that I wouldn't mind tracking down the Netflix exclusive one from Walmart and the Dead Universe version. I wouldn't mind doing those because I love that figure just that much, and I collect Optimus Primes. But they just have to listen. I'm guessing Wi-Fi disconnected. What the fuck? Okay, that was weird. Sorry. But yeah, I'd love to see all these figures get made, but Hasbro just has to listen. They have to keep their ear in the fandom, which they have been much, much better at in recent times. But hey, they still don't do it all the time, and that really sucks. Or at least an 86 Optimus with his axe, trailer, and a flip out gun. See, with 86 Optimus, it would probably be a brand new, wholly new mold, which I talked to a friend, and he said, yeah, most likely from word of ear, he has. Most likely it will be a brand new mold, come with a trailer, it'll be a leader class. And supposedly from the same friend, Studio Series 86 Magnus will be a commander class, which I'd be interested in seeing that. But Optimus. I feel like they couldn't match Earthrise Optimus, in all honesty. If they just like do a little remolding and everything here and there, then you got a Studio Series 86 Optimus. If you want to take it further, add the trailer and add Roller, his little buggy. Um, and like you said, add the gun and add an axe. I know he didn't have the axe in the movie, but it'd be a cool detail. Um, Hell, if they really wanted to, I bet with the way they're going, they could make like a removable side abdomen piece right here and have it swappable with a battle damaged one. I bet they could definitely do that too. Uh, it's just all a matter of Hasbro listening to the fans, which they have done a lot with Legacy. They seem to have stopped ruining the Prime figures, or the Prime characters. So that's thankful. Animated Prowl looks extremely good. I have him. Obviously, he is extremely good. They're staying faithful to that, it seems. I really hope They still stay faithful with animated Bumblebee and Optimus coming. And I have hope. I have hope, thank God. Um, but another 86 figure that I really like to see them do right, at least somehow make a little uh, side thing and be able to do it, is Gun Megatron from 86. I'd love to see a transforming gun Megatron. Granted, if they would do that, they'd have to put the little orange cap on it, and it probably wouldn't be removable, but with some TLC, you probably could remove it. But I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. Uh, if they don't, at least like make it a good Megatron figure, slim Megatron figure like he was in G1, and just pack him in with his gun mode as an accessory. That's the easiest way, besides making him an actual gun. What else could they do? Studio Series 86 Devastator. You're right. I'd love to see a Studio Series 86 Devastator. Because that would be just awesome, especially with how good Menasor looks and is. Sadly, I don't have Motormaster yet, but I'm going to get him soon, hopefully. But I think they can knock a Devastator out of the park. What else could they do? Studio Series 86 Shockwave would be cool. Yeah. Just make him a little bigger here and there than the Siege version and tone the detail down. Smooth him out a little bit. Yeah, I think those are all very, very good ideas. Extremely good ideas. And I know I'm just wish listing here, but man, if they just listen to one of them, especially a Gun Megatron, oh, I would literally pass out from excitement. That would make my life. But I doubt it. I doubt that that's going to happen. As long as they make Studio Series 86 Megatron slim and fit, it'd be good. I think that would be good for that Megatron figure. Uh, Other than that, that's pretty much it for Transformers. Silverbolt. They need to make a Silverbolt from Beast Wars. They need to make Quick Strike and Rampage and Terra Dive. And if they really wanted to, make a Tripredacus. Make a Tripredacus combiner. Just a mini 3-person combiner that they could do. Make a Tripredacus. That'd be awesome. Hell, we could get a the second Galvatron. That'd be really awesome. Yeah, other than that, I can't really see anything else them doing. I'd say, hell, if they really wanted to, they could make a dead Wheeljack. I'm not, like, since they're doing dead figures, might as well do dead Wheeljack. With the Coronation Starscream, they could make a dead Starscream. Dead Brawn. They could do a dead Brawn. I'm really excited to see what Wild Rider would look like, because obviously we're going to get a Wild Rider and a Gears, and if we get those two, we need a Trailbreaker and an Outback. So my money's on that we're getting all 4 of those soon, very soon. So they could make a dead Wheeljack 2-pack with Wild Rider. That'd be really interesting. Like Ironhide and Prowl. Dead Brawn. Just make extra money so they can have money to spend on making new molds. Because that's why they re-release figures. That's why they repaint figures. Because it's way cheaper. And when people buy them, it gives them more money to spend on making new molds and new characters. That's why I don't typically complain about repaints or remolds. I will complain about repaints or remolds when they take up a slot in the main line. Twin cast really infuriated me. Wow, that figure made me really mad too. I was mad about whatever is the other one, the Pretender figure that they gave us, the Metal Hawk, I think. I was mad about that, but he is heavily remolded from Cyclonus, so it's technically a new figure. I don't know. It's fine in my opinion. Just like they get money to spend on making better and new characters. So, hey, it's a win in my book. It's a win in my book. I'm surprised Velocitron was a flop because Velocitron was wow. Sunstreaker and Sideswipe 2-pack. That would be extremely smart for Buzzworthy. Re-release the Kingdom Sideswipe and re-release the Earthrise Sunstreaker because a lot of people were not able to get that last wave of Earthrise with Trailbreaker and Sunstreaker. Huh. What else could they do? They could re-release Kingdom Mirage as well. Who would he come with? I don't know. Maybe another Earthrise Cliffjumper. Because they were, like, I guess they're kind of like synonymous with each other because that one G1 episode where Cliffjumper is headstrong and believing that Mirage was a traitor. That'd be a good idea. Other than that, I can't really think of figures to re-release. They could re-release Huffer, but he's not really that expensive on the aftermarket. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it they could do. I mean, they could do endless things. I mean, shit. It's Transformers. You have almost 40 years of everything to pull from, but they could do a lot with it. I'd like them to do a lot with it. Hell, one thing that a lot of people wanted with Kingdom Rat Trap was a pack rat. The, excuse me. The, blue, the blue rat trap that was a BotCon figure, I believe. They could do that. Evil Rhinox. They could do an Evil Rhinox easily. I mean, shit, they made a T-Rex. Come on. The red repaint of Beast Wars Megatron, they made a T-Rex. And a Nemesis Leo Convoy. Of course they can make a Pack Rat and Evil Rhinox. Make them buzzworthy figures. Fucking put them in a 2-pack. I'd love it. I'd eat that shit up. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. That I would want at least. Well, not all of those I would want, but all of those would be interesting for people to get that missed out on them. Maybe a Toy Colors Grapple and a Toy Colors Hoist 2-pack. That'd be interesting. I know people love the Toy Color figures, like Galvatron and what's his name? Cyclonus. What's his name? Come on. Hmm. I don't know. They could do a lot. They could do a lot. Huh. I wonder if they could ever really. Oh, fuck. If they could. If they could re release a Sound Blaster, but instead of the red cassette chest, he'd have the purple one, like the original toy. That'd be very cool, like the Core Class one has. Because I think the black and purple combination for Sound Blaster works a lot better than the black and red. Other than that, I don't really think they could do anything else. Maybe a buzzworthy stepper out of Preferably the Origins Jazz mold, because the Studio Series 86 Jazz mold is kinda shit. I remember when everybody was like, this is the best jazz ever, this is the best jazz in ever, this is the best jazz we've ever gotten. And 86 Jazz is not that good. Hot take, 86 Jazz is shit, actually. I fucking hate that figure. What else? What else? I have no idea. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they could do. I just got really distracted. I'm sorry. Holy shit. I'm really tired. Um, huh. They could re-release Netflix Bumblebee because a lot of people hate not having that figure, which rightfully so. I'm an idiot for selling mine. They could re-release Netflix Soundwave. Again, I'm an idiot for selling mine. Huh. They could re-release a bunch of shit in Buzzworthy. Spinister, because he's another figure that skyrocketed in after price. I'd buy that. Either though I already have a Spinister. What else? They could just do a buzzworthy re-release of all the Studio Series Bayverse Constructicons. That'd be an interesting thing. I'd like that. Uh, I wish they would bring back Bayverse G1 color figures. Like, make them Gen Selects or make them buzzworthy, but do like Bayverse Optimus in G1 colors, like they did back in the day. Bayverse Jazz in G1 Jazz colors. Hell, they could. Shit. What other Bayverse Ironhide in G1 Ironhide colors? Gamer Edition Fall Cybertron Optimus with Megatron 2 pack. No, no, no. We can't put two new molds in a 2 pack. That doesn't make sense. They have to be single release first. So, like, Fall of Cybertron Cliff Jumper would have to re-release, and then Fall of Cybertron Jazz would release, and then if they're not available, or if there's enough demand for it, or hell, even if there's not enough demand for it, just re-release them in Buzzworthy as a 2 pack or single carded. Fall of Cybertron Megatron re-release him, or release him single carded, and Fall of Cybertron Prime release him single carded. Then maybe do a battle damaged version of both with different paint apps and release them in a 2 pack. But yeah, I think I think that's a good idea. Oh, 3 pack of the Bayverse Wreckers. That'd be a great buzzworthy Bumblebee pack. Literally perfect. Uh, I don't know. I have no idea what they could do. Because Hasbro has done some really weird stuff. Oh, Cryotech. They can make a blue, really, repaint this Megatron blue and make him Cryotech. Why not, you know? Have some fun with it. 86 Wheeljack and 86 Grimlock pack. I think that would be a very nice pack. They could they could do toy colors on that pack too. I'd be interested in seeing a toy colors Grimlock and Wheeljack, honestly, with all the decals on Wheeljack. Obviously not licensed decals like the G1 figure, but decals nonetheless. But I know that Blaster is not a figure that's hard to come by, but they could re-release Blaster with a toy accurate head sculpt. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think do a retro line. Holy shit. Do a retro line. Re-release way older figures. Like um uh Sea Spray, Hunt for the Decepticon Sea Spray. Re-release him. Re-release like Battle Blade Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. They could re-release figures. I am very confident that they still have the molds somewhere. They didn't just trash the figure molds right after they made them. I I'm not sure about Mech Tech. Yeah, re-release a bunch of the Mech Tech figures too. Re-release all of them. Hunt for the Decepticons figures, like everything that they still have from older lines. Re-release. Um, Classics Optimus. Love to see that re-released. Oh shit! What else? Those endless possibilities for those early figures. Just update them a little bit, tweak them to make them a little bit better. That's all they really have to do. In reality, um, yeah, make a G or make 86 Ironhide look better with the yellow stripe on the van. I'd buy it. I'd buy it again. Oh, yeah, re-release that figure. Shit, they could do a lot. Re-release the GDO figures. I know a lot of people love GDO. I have GDO Cliff Jumper just because he's a badass figure. I know he's not on my main shelf anymore, but he's still on a shelf because he's awesome. Um, Thrilling 30 Springer, they could re-release that. There's a lot of figures they could re-release and just call it like Transformers Classics, Transformers Return of the Classics or something. You know, just action figure Transformers title. It might be cringe, but it's a Transformers title. They named an exclusive line Toxitron. I mean, come on. Come on. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Velocitron Speedia 500. What kind of name is that? You know? Like, just have some funs with it. Generation Selects doesn't sound as dumb, but still kind of stupid. Just have fun with it. Have fun with Transformers. Recolor a shit ton of them. I know people hate recolors, which I don't know why. It just allows for more budget on Hasbro's part to make better figures. Nice figures. You are lucky to have Legacy Hardshell. Did I miss? Okay, did I miss something? Wait, from the Aligned continuity, Bombshell was renamed Hardshell from like the early 2000s to recently, right? I don't know. I'm not really big on the naming conventions. I mostly stick to the G1 names just because those are more memorable. Um, shit. Another like slag. I don't call slug slag, or I don't call slag slug. I just call him slag. It's easier to remember for me. But yeah, I am still the only person on YouTube with a review of this figure up. And the only person on YouTube with this figure in hand. That makes me really happy. That makes me extremely happy, actually. Yeah, hard shell. The early 2000s were full of like renaming characters because they didn't have the licenses. Bombshell became hardshell. Shrapnel became scrapnel. Kickback, I think, stayed the same. I'm pretty sure. Um, oh, who else became somebody different. I can't remember. Other characters have become different names. Shit. Who else had a different name? I know Wild Rider was something different. I think Dragstrip was something different. All the Stunticons. Motormaster was Motor Breath for a while. Huh. I wonder who else was different too. Hot Rod was no longer Hot Rod, he was Rodimus for a very long time. I think that's pretty much it. I don't know. I'm really tired. I think I might end the live here. So, really nice live. Longest live I've ever done, I think. And really enjoyed talking to everybody who joined. Thank you for joining, everybody. Um, Hopefully you enjoyed talking about Transformers and whatnot with me. Mostly Transformers, let's face it. I rambled about Transformers a lot this live for an hour, over an hour. But thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I get to do more lives here soon, and hopefully they don't break up as bad as some of the past ones have. So, thank you guys for watching, and see ya in the next video. Bye.